Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I want to say thank you for stopping by for a visit today. I hope you're all having a great day. I am trying to make the best of my day and pushing forward and doing whatever I can to do to have a great day. Choosing joy. Let's put it that way. Choose joy. Okay, so anyway, I thought today that I would give you guys a peek at my yarn room where the magic happens. There's no magic happening. But where I crochet and what my yarn room looks like. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's a small room and it is full to the brim. Full, okay? Very, very full. So there's a lot going on in this room, and it's overwhelming at times. It's just so much going on in that room. And I try to keep it tidy the best that I can. Sometimes it gets out of control. I'm having to really discipline myself to put yarn away when I finish working with a project. You know, a lot of times I will just let yarn pile up on my desk and pile up on my desk, and I just go from project to project and finish this project, and the yarn's still there, but I grab more yarn to do the next project. So I'm trying to really discipline myself not to let that happen. I need like some kind of reward system where if I put my yarn away, I get. But anyway, guys, it is a hot mess in there. Like, it's a lot going on. But I had tidied it up and cleaned off my desk completely, and I thought this would be a good time to just make a little video, invite you into my yarn room, and show you around, let you see what's happening in there. So there's a lot. Don't judge. You can judge all you want. It's not going to change anything. You can be judgy all you want. I only have a small space to work with, and it is what it is. So come on, guys, let's go in my yarn room and check it out and see what else going on in there. Okay, so here we are in my yarn room as it currently is. There's a big, huge honking piano. It's Elijah's. And so under the piano, I have some boxes of yarn, projects, stuff I've made, different things that just need a place to go. And that's where it ends up going because I don't have anywhere else. And then on the piano, how lovely, I have several boxes or projects or just things that's going on. And you can see on that back wall, there is a pegboard with looms hanging up there. Lots of knitting looms and such. And so I don't know which way to go. I guess I'll go this way. So going through that doorway is the kitchen that way and the living room the other way. Okay, and over here I have 3 sets of these tower drawers, and the first one over here I have cottons. That's all cotton yarn. The box on top is cotton yarn and scrubby yarn, stuff like that. And then the other 2, the baskets on top are, one of them is a tutorial that I hope to do, and one of them is probably stuff that I didn't have anywhere else to put, and it just ended up there. And then in those drawers is projects or either yarn that I have set aside for projects that I don't want to get used on something else. I want to know that they are for a project, and hopefully I have a note with them that says what project they're for, but who knows. And then right here I have this little, I don't know what you call that, little desk type thing. My son Dakota and I painted it and gave it the look that I was going for at the time. And there's a few things sitting on the front of it, and then some crates with some yarn, and then there is just a few things on top, some llamas and different little decorative things. In the back where you can't see the whole painting, it's a painting of a deer head that I have done but never finished that I need to finish that one day and do something with it. But for now, it's safe where it's at. And there's my Yolanda doll. Okay, next I have another one of those towers of drawers that has just craft supplies. It might be felt, glue sticks, wood pieces, stickers. Trying to think what all could be in there. Just different things that I possibly could use for crafts. And some things have gotten piled up on top there that just hadn't got put in a drawer, or maybe wouldn't fit in the drawer. I'm not sure. Okay, and then there's a coat rack with hats and bags on it. Hats and bags. Okay, so now we're at the front door. And there's a little dresser that does have some yarn in it. And a few things. Here is a rolling cart that has loom knitting stuff in it. Anything to do with loom knitting can probably be found in that set of drawers. And then we have Miss Phoebe. Phoebe, you want to say hi? She is in her puppy bed. That's where she is while I'm at my desk crocheting. She lays there. She gets up under her pillow, but she always keeps her head stuck out so she can see what I'm doing or if I move. So this is the bench that Big Daddy comes and sits on and talks to me while I'm crocheting, or the boys come and sit down with me and chat and such. It's a very rustic bench, very worn, you know, you can see where it's worn and all. But I want to show you Phoebe's bed. You can see what I did was, when she was a puppy, I bought that little basket and I cut out the little section right here so she could get in and out of her bed. And that's what she does. She goes in and out of her bed like that. And in the box below is her toys. And I rotate her toys. I get a couple out that she can play with. And then I just rotate those. When I put those into wash, I get out a few of the clean toys that's in there. And then, you know, so forth. So now we're at the cabinet. This is the cabinet, and yes, the back of the cabinet is pushed out some because there's a lot in that those cabinets. Let me see if I can give you a little peek. I gotta move the little fan down below. It is where I keep all my floppies. There's still some homeschool. This used to be a homeschool cabinet a long time ago. So there's still homeschool posters hanging on the inside. That's where I keep my floppies when things are just too floppy. It's too much to really ball up, but yet too little to be a whole skein anymore. I call them floppies, and they live in here. So I just have different things like that in here. Okay, so now we're at my desk. Sorry. So here's my chair and my desk and a couple bags down there. That's where I crochet. I turned off my screens except for that one, so don't forget to subscribe. And then I have some crochet books and some other books. It's not all crochet books, it's other books of different things that are of my interest also. And then there's some yarn up top. And that's my scrap ball bucket. Okay, so down below I have some drawers stuck in there, and this right here is a bag of stuffing. I have my box of stuffing back in my bedroom, but I always just get a bag of stuffing, like I pull out of the box and stick that in like a Walmart bag, and then I just kind of wedge it up in there so when I'm making something I can
have some stuffing right next to me. And so in these drawers I have ink pens, markers in one drawer, anything to do with eyes for amigurumis in another drawer, buttons and different things like that in a drawer, glue sticks, glue gun, in another drawer, and then like notions and different crocheting things. In the bottom drawer, I'm trying to think what's in that bottom drawer. I can't even think. Just different things that I want to keep handy. Over here I have like my meds. I went blank. My meds and glasses and different things like that. Maybe some snacks, my mints and different things. There's a drawer with Phoebe's dog treats so that they're close by. Different things like that. And so here, I mean, this room looks really, really full, doesn't it? So over here, I have some boxes with some yarn, some projects, things I'm working on. There's one of my whip carts that has projects and yarn that I plan on using for projects. Different things like that. That is my cakes. And now we're back to the piano with all those projects. So that is my yarn room as it is. I do have plans to change things up in the coming weeks or month. I hope that I can change things up and have a different look in here. If I can just find somebody to help me do what I want to do. I don't always, I don't have the strength to do it myself, so I will have to have help. But anyway, that's where I crochet. That's what's going on here in my world. It's not that fantastic. It's just a hole I dug out for myself. This used to be our schoolroom when the kids were growing up. We had desk and school, well, several desks with computers, and then big long school table in here, and just all our school books and anything to do with educational was in this room. And that's where the boys and I spent our whole day, just about, in this room. Even after we finished with school, they were still in here because they were on their computers or just doing hobby stuff, because we had a 6-foot table, and so they spent a lot of time at that table doing hobby things and stuff. So a lot of time was spent in this room, and so I still spend all my time in this room. Just backing up to give you a view of the room. We call this our parlor. It is the first room of the house, unfortunately, but yeah, it's my crafty yarn room. Used to be schoolroom, parlor. So that's what I got going on. I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse of my yarn room and what I look at every day, what's going on here in my world.
Okay, so that's where the magic happens. So was you judging me as you was looking around the room? Like I said, it's okay. I do have plans. I had mentioned that I have plans to do something different with my yarn and such. If you've been with me a while, I'm a doll collector and I have a doll room. I feel like I want to turn my doll room into more of a yarn room. It will still have some dolls in there, but not all the dolls in there. Currently, I have dolls sitting over in the living room area in chairs, and that's just where they live because it keeps dogs from getting in the chairs. We got rid of our sofa and love seat, and we just have 4 chairs in here, cloth chairs, and so I don't want dogs in them, so I have dolls sitting in them to keep the dogs out. But anyway, I want to turn my doll room into a yarn room. That is the plan. And so, like I said, I physically cannot do the work myself, so I have to have someone to help me, and that's not always easy. Big Daddy can't help me. He can't get in there and do anything. My sons both work and have busy lives, and I don't see them helping me, and I just don't know. My friend Angela could come help me. I just threw that in there because she don't want to. She don't want to at all. And she probably screamed when I said that because she watches all my videos. Anyway, eventually that's what I want to do, is get that room cleaned out and my yarn put on shelves in there. I want to add some more shelves and put out my yarn, because I have some yarn in totes, but if you can't see your yarn, you're not using the yarn, right? There's times where I've been like, I know I have this yarn and I need it for this project that I'm working on today, and I have to end up swinging by Michael's to pick up yarn because I can't get to the yarn that I have. So that's the bad thing about having yarn in tote boxes, is you can't see what you have or easily get to it to work the yarn up. So I want my yarn out of tote boxes. I want it on shelves so I can see the pretty colors and say, oh yes, I wanted to make such and such with that yarn, and make it. I think that would help me tremendously. So that is the goal. I just got to find someone to help me. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little peek at my yarn room. It is what it is. Like I said, it's a small room. It's a lot crammed in that room. That honking baby grand piano takes up a lot of room. Originally, I had an oval like dining table right there, which was great because I could, have projects going on that table. I had some tote boxes under the table with the yarn that I was working on with different projects. But then we ended up getting that baby grand piano for our son Elijah, and once they got it in the house, it was not going past that room. So I was told that I had to house the baby grand piano in my yarn room. So I've mentioned several times about us getting rid of the piano, but that is a very hot topic in this house and a very sore subject. So I'm stuck with the piano until Elijah moves out, and he is taking that piano with him when he moves out, and that's probably what's deterred him from finding a place, because he has to find a place that this piano can go, okay? It has to go with him no matter where he goes. So anyway, that's life. I thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great weekend, but you know what? I'll probably be back with a video Saturday and Sunday, so check back. More videos to come. Bye, friends.